Good morning. I'm going to interview Mr. Jason Uy on how to cope with stress, specifically if you are a working parent. Jason is currently employed in one of the leading private companies in the Philippines. He works a regular 8-hour shift and has weekends off. So, hi Jason. Thank you for allowing me to conduct this interview. This interview will be recorded and will be uploaded in YouTube. This is a requirement for professional teaching in University of the Philippines, Open University. So the topic tackles on how to deal with stress as a working parent who specifically are on graveyard shift. So first off, do you agree that we as human beings get stressed on a daily basis?
Yes, nai-stress tayo na daily basis. Depende kasi kung paano ang stress ang pag-uusapan natin. For example, dalawang klaseng stress. Merong stress na na-stress ka kasi masaya ka. Nag-cause siya ng stress. Nag-cause ng stress ng isa is yung malungkot ka o yung pagod ka. Yun. So, araw-araw yung maramdaman natin yun.
So everyday?
Yeah, everyday talaga yun. Either sa work ka or nasa bahay ka, even yung papunta ka sa trabaho, magpa-uwi ka, may experience mo siya lagi.
So sa travel, going to work pa lang, you feel stressed already. So you are
Possible
aware.
maramdaman mo siya.
So you are aware, everyday siya na
Everyday siya
stress.
talaga.
So since na-mention mo na everyday we have this stress, so going to work, tapos going home from work, so how do you deal with stress on a daily basis?
Example, sa work. Kasi minsan stress ka pagkagaling sa example, stress ka galing sa work, di ba? So pagdating mo sa bahay, hindi lang pwedeng dadalhin mo yung stress mo from work up to doon pagdating sa bahay, syempre, di ba? Kasi mangyayari doon, pwedeng magalit ka agad sa mga anak mo, which is hindi dapat, mga ganun, di ba? So, kailangan ihiwalay mo yung part na yun lagi. Gawin mo siya ng parang lagi na ihiwalay mo siya sa bawat, yun, from nasa work ka, doon na yung problema mo. Pag nasa bahay ka naman.
Yun yung maganda, no? Kasi aware ka na dapat i-divide mo yung stress. Na you don't have to bring stress from work to your home. So,
same time, ganun din. Siyempre, may stress rin sa bahay. Pagdating mo sa trabaho, ihiwalay mo din dapat yung ano man yung naging problema mo, naging stress mo from work going to the office itself, diba? Kasi maapektuhan yun. Pag nasa bahay ka, maapektuhan yung pamilya mo. Pag nasa work ka, maapektuhan din yung trabaho mo, which is hindi dapat. Diba?
Maganda yun. At least aware ka na ano yung nakaka-stress sa'yo, that's how to manage it. So, generally speaking, you know how to manage stress.
Oh.
Yes. Pero they say kasi, based on research, stress is designed for us humans to react on certain situations. Actually daw, stress becomes helpful. Do you agree with that? Na in some way, stress becomes helpful.
Siguro kung positively, pwede kasi nagiging challenge sa tao. For example, stress ka sa isang bagay, so gumagawa ka ng paraan para next time na na-encounter mo yun, hindi ka na may stress sa part na yun o hindi ka na problema sa part na yun. So parang magkakaroon ka ng parang plan ahead or kung ano man magiging possible resolution mo para dun sa nagpa-stress sa'yo sa bagay na yun.
Tama. Actually, yun nga talaga daw yung purpose ng stress. Para maging aware tayo on certain circumstances and then you would know how to plan ahead, just like you said. So it's really a good thing. It's actually innate in every human kasi survival instinct natin yun. So it's really good that you have that. In psychology, sabi nila stress is helpful because it motivates you to focus on things. So you think when you're stressed in work, does it motivate you to do more, to perform well in work?
Siyempre, for example dyan, kaya rin marami kang volume. So, may stress ka. Tapos makita mo due date nila halos pare-pareho lang. So, ang tendency doon, gagawa ka ng paraan, mabilis yung trabaho mo, in a way na hindi maapektuhan yung quality mo, para ma-produce mo yung expected output mo, o yun, expected output mo sa trabaho mo. So, in a way, yung stress na yun nakatulong sa'yo para ma-motivate ka yung gawin yung dapat mo sa trabaho mo. Diba?
Again, it's awareness, no, and then management at the same time. So you get to balance work and stress, pero you know what to do kasi you've experienced it before. So it's really good that you're aware of that. Actually, sabi, according to CNN poll in 2017, one of the causes of stresses in Filipinos is their work. Do you agree with that?
Depende siguro. Depende sa work. Kasi, sa akin, normally, in the first place, hindi mo naman tatanggapin yung trabaho na yun kung alam mo may stress ka masyado doon. So technically, pagka kinuha mo yung trabaho na yun, gusto mo yun. So pag gusto mo yung bagay na yun, sabihin natin medyo mahirapan ka, still, ma-handle mo siya. Compared to trabaho na hindi mo naman ginusto, hindi mas stressful yun. Yun sa akin Yun yung take ko doon. Kasi, kung kukuha man ako ng trabaho, siguro hindi mo gusto ako eh.
Yung something
less stressful siya para sa akin yun.
So you always gauge if this work is something you're capable of, no?
Capable of, at saka gusto ko siya.
Tsaka it matters talaga, no? Ay, gusto mo yun. Sabi mo kanina, you divide yourself, no, na you don't bring stress from home to work or vice versa. So how do you manage that? How do you take care of your family and then take care of your work? Do you do time management or do you have meditation?
Meditation ko wala, di ko na ganun. Time management, sabihin natin time management na lang. Siguro pag, for example, galing ka sa work, then nasa bahay ka na syempre, mag-aalat ka na yung time para sa pamilya mo, sa mga bata. At the same time, na hindi maapektuhan yung magiging trabaho mo yung kagabihan, di ba? So, magkakaroon ka ng eksaktong oras lang, kasi ganito, pag itong oras tutulog na ako, huwag niyo akong guguluhin, yung gano'n dyan sa mama niyo. Tapos ang pag-ising ako itong oras. Pero syempre, hindi man all day nagiging ganun yung, as in perfect time. Nangyayari lagi yung ganun eh. So yung mga time talagang, minsan late ka na makatulog or ano. So, still, yun yung pinaka-ideal kong ginagawa ko lagi. Para at least may time ako sa family at the same time magagawa ko ng maayos or yung magagawa ko yung full potential ko sa trabaho.
That's good kasi kahit naman we have plans, we don't get to implement that or we don't get to follow that.
Ideally naman ganun, pero syempre
ideals lang pero we can't get to walang perfect schedule kumbaga, pero we get to work it out as parents. Lalo na sa'yo as a parent, how many kids do you have?
I have 3.
3 and then their ages are?
I've got 9, 6, and 4.
4. So, among them, who's the most challenging to take care?
Siyempre smallest.
The youngest, right?
Kasi, yung dalawang, yung 9 and 6, mas schedule dalawang yun. Yung 9 is pang-umaga, so wala siya pagka-umaga. Then yung 6 is pang-hapon. So pagkasundo ng isa, nung panganay, yung eldest, yung sumunod na yung papasok. Yung youngest kasi, hands-on ka ba doon eh. Siyempre, pagka 4 years old, expect mo yun, malikot, makulit, maingay, lahat nandun dun eh. So kailangan na andun ka lagi sa kanya, hindi pwedeng malilingat ang isa. Pag wala si mama niya, syempre ako titingin dyan. Pag wala ako, mama niya titingin niya. Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng pagkatiwala yun sa magulang o sa lola nila kasi hindi ka kaya nito eh.
Kasi may edad na.
May edad na syempre. Saka mahirap mag-handle ng gano'ng kalit.
Kahit nga
kahit
tayo,
diba?
Diba? Pero since you have 3 kids na may experience ka na sa ganong age, diba? So you still recall on how to handle kids that young, diba? So when you find yourself stressed in a situation taking care of a toddler, at least you're aware na kasi
May idea ka na.
may idea ka na.
Kasi
Napagdaanan mo na.
napagdaanan mo na. Kasi kung magiging challenge mo dyan, yung panganay mo, hindi mo alam paano mo siya handle. Tama ko, di ba? So, sunod yung pangalawa, which is medyo may idea ka ng paano. Dahil yung pangatlo, which is typically nagkaroon ako ng dalawang nauna, alam mo na tapos yung pangatlo. Yeah.
So yun yung maganda kasi may experience ka na. Tapos,
So, hindi na siya nagiging ganun ka-stressful as compared to
the first
yung
instance.
new parent, yung new parent ka, or new dad ka, yun yung pinaka-stressful na lang part.
So, alam natin na these two shall pass. Parang it's just a phase. Dadating din yung point na it would be easier.
Lalaki din sila.
Lalaki din sila. But general speaking, do you find parenting stressful?
Kasi pag sinabi mong stressful, parang negative mo natin niya eh. Sabihin natin masaya.
Both stressful and happy at the same time.
Kasi nakita mo, lumalaki yung bata, di ba? O lumalaki yung mga anak mo. Nakita mo nabibigay mo gusto nila. Nakapagtatrabaho, nasustain mo yung kailangan nila. Pag-aaral mo. Which is stressful and fun. Kasi nakita mo yung development ng ginagawa mo eh. Ano doon yung pinapunto mo, di ba?
Nakikita mo yung results ng
May result ng
hard work
output ka.
mo.
Yes, may output ka nakikita. Which is literally fun.
Fun. It's the best word to describe it. Pero if you dissect it into different parts, ano yung pinaka-most challenging as a parent? Is it the finances? Or is it kasi at that age, you have to implement discipline. Right? So, which part of being a parent is the most challenging? Is it taking care for them, giving quality time, spending, looking after their healthcare?
Kung titignan mo, all boils down sa finance eh. Kasi kung hindi enough ang income mo, syempre, ang magkakaroon ka ng worry pagka nagkasakit, pagkain nila, damit nila, lahat ng business, boils down to finance lagi, yung pinaka-stressful na part din. Kasi hindi mo naman sinasabing, hindi mo pwede sabihin pala, rather na hindi ka magana ka, o hiram ako ng pera. Which is hindi dapat. Yun yung iniwasan namin ng part lagi. So, yung pinaka-stressful na part lagi yun is yung finance. Kung paano makapag-generate ng enough income para masustain sila. At the same time, gusto mo rin magkaroon ng enough income para may tabi ka. Enough future para sa kanila.
Savings.
Yes.
Pero in line with that, you mentioned na finances talaga major challenge, di ba? Do you have support from family members? Kung hindi man sa finances, at least at some aspect.
Hindi sa finance kasi prefer ko na hindi talaga ako tumingin ng tulong. Ever since. Siguro sa ibang bagay, like for example sa pagtingin-tingin sa mga bata. Minsan inalagaan nila. Tapos minsan doon, tapos siyempre sa tito nila, sa lola nila yun. Mga ganun bagay lang. Mga simpleng help out na nagagawa nila.
Pero malaking bagay na rin.
Malaking bagay. Exactly, malaking bagay. For example, kailangan mo umalis, may kalakarin yung ganito. Siyempre, kailangan mo daling na yung bata.
Oo. Tsaka sa work, para makapag-work ka, may times naman na kailangan talagang tulong nila. So it's important then na even the little things, we get to appreciate that kasi, di ba?
Exactly.
It's fundamental as a family para syempre makatulong din sa iyo. The company that you're working for right now actually is awarded with several recognition in the past. Recently, actually just last year, they're awarded Best Employer of the Year at International ICT Awards Philippines 2017. So from this alone, we can say that this company is really prestigious and they're performing exemplary works. Do you think this has something to do with your tenure at work? Kaya ka ba tumagal sa work mo dahil there's something with the company you're working for?
Sabihin natin, oo, kasi isipin mo, yung company pinagtatrabahan mo ngayon is high level siya. So, maraming awards and so on and so forth. Plus, high paying siya. So, technically speaking, ang gagawin mo is, magpupursige ka, para hindi ka matatanggal sa company ngayon. di ba? At the same time, pataas ang pataas ang sahod mo, or kung ano man ang mangyayari, di ba? Pero bottom line doon is, hindi, ang gusto mo is magstay ka sa company na ito na stable.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes. I think that's really important as well. Sabi mo kanina yung challenges apparently is finances. Mukhang nakakatulong naman yung company mo, di ba? When it comes to addressing that concern. But another thing kasi na employees stay to their with their companies is because they provide work-life balance. Does your company provide you that? Kaya ka rin ba tumagal dahil isa yun sa reasons?
Oo, kasi di ba, merong yung mga team building, mga gano'n, so may recreation. So basically, hindi siya laging work, which is, generally speaking, maski sino ma-i-stress pag puro trabaho lang lagi, di ba? Kailangan merong konting balance, may recreation, may gano'n baga.
Outside of work activities.
Outside of work activities, yes, exactly.
So yung company mo ngayon, they are aware that they design these activities to address the stress levels ng employees nila.
I believe so, kasi hindi masiguro baga tinitignan din nila kung kailangan nilang gumawa ng parang para hindi sila mawalan ng empleyado. So kailangan i-address yung part mapapastress ng mga employee.
Well, you're lucky to be employed to a company that works fine with your schedule and then helps you out with the work-life balance as well. It's good. And well, when it comes to your family naman, they're okay with your company. Yung schedule mo, they're okay with how your schedule is.
Okay naman. Wala namang conflict pa din sa schedules kasi weekend off, so that's sapat na yun para sa mga bata din syempre.
No, it's a big thing, no? You get to spend the weekends with them. Tapos your schedule is fixed, right? So pwede ka talaga makapag-plan ahead. Pero kahit sabihin na natin meron tayong work-life balance, you actually enjoy that benefit of the company. You still encounter stress, yung tipong things that you cannot handle anymore. There are days like that, right? So how do you deal with that? Because based on research and study, meron talagang your body becomes worried, stressed out, up to the point where you feel torn out. So what do you do when you reach that point?
Siguro worst case scenario pag gano'n is minsan hindi ka na ng para emergency leave na pag gano'n.
Rest.
Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng persa na sa sarili mo na kailangan kong gawin to, even though yung utak mo is hindi na kaya. Diba? So, ang mangyayari nun, hindi ka magiging productive sa work. Yung expected output mo, hindi yung magagawa na maayos, which is hindi dapat. So, kailangan mo ng ipahinga muna. And it's actually a good thing kasi yung company na pinagtatrabahuan ko is actually allowing that.
They allow you personal time off.
Pagkagano.
Kasi lahat tayo may personal needs and being a parent, working, it stresses you out. Kahit pa sabihin natin nababalance yan most of the time. There are really times na we cannot handle it. So, when that time comes, at least alam mo na anong gagawin. You just have to take a time off, leave, de-stress. So, for that, actually, it's the end of our interview. I just want to thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, this video just simply shows or tackles the stress of a person who juggles responsibilities of being a parent and being an employee. So actually, this would be a great help for future research, and this would be available to students, to guidance counselors, and even for those who are stressed employees as of the moment. They can find this video helpful for the future. This could be a future reference or documentation. This could be used for documentation purposes. Alright, then thank you very much, Jason, for this interview. Appreciate it.
Thank you.